Unistar Project, Invisible Moon, Chapter 1, The Air and the Invisible Moon. Invisible does not mean inexistent. Hashtag wind is wind. In a day, how many times do you realize that you were breathing? And how many times do you realize that the air existed? Barely, right? Imagine the number of times you realize the existence of air. That's the number of times that people recognize me. It's no different from my life. My first name is Archawen. My nickname is Wen. Even though my nickname in English is Wen, I always thought that the word wind suit me more. I was like the wind, the invisible air. Thinking about my life, I could only sigh and continue walking out of my dormitory. I was a freshman, a first year student of the Faculty of Business Administration of XU University. Today was my first day. I came to start a new life here and I wanted to be reborn as a new person. Hello! I raised my hand to greet the dorm security guard who was reading a newspaper. I wanted to get to know him just in case I might need some help in the future. But it seems like he did not hear me. He did not even lift his head to look at me. Well, I could not blame him. And it's not because he was arrogant. It was all because of me. I have been like this since I was born. My parents and my relatives often forgot about me because I had a very beautiful and smart older sister. In a the other side of the family had not had a daughter or granddaughter for many generations. That was why everyone was crazy about my sister while I was forgotten. Perhaps because my face was neither handsome nor ugly. Perhaps because my height was neither tall nor short. Perhaps because my grade was neither bad nor good. Be- Perhaps because I did not have any outstanding abilities. As a result, I became an unnoticed person, not just a loser, but a total nobody. When I was in the primary school, teachers usually forgot that I was in the class. Sometimes they even forget to call my name when they were checking the attendance. After school, most of my classmates would forget to invite me for hangouts or sports. Or, even if they did, they would forget to talk to me anyway. I was completely invisible in a way that affected my daily life. When ordering the food, the vendor never looked at me. I had to call for a long time or write the order by myself. When walking in the crowd, I often got hit because most people did not notice me. When waiting in the queue, sometimes I was overtaken because people thought my row was not occupied. I only had a few tens of friends on Facebook because most of my classmates forgot to add me. And whenever I tried chatting with someone, 90% of them would reply, "Who are you?" I had to let it go, as if it was my curse or disease. Nevertheless, I did not want to be like this forever. I wanted to say goodbye to my unnoticed life. But how do I do it? If I become a moon of this university, how happy would I be? I muted to myself. I saw many friends sharing tons of photos of the moons, extremely good looking university students on their Facebook timeline. What was the feeling of being the light among the crowd? Someone like me who was invisible could barely even imagine. I continued to walk around to explore my university area because tomorrow will be the first day of orientation month. I needed to be prepared. New life, new place, new society, and a new reputation. I might not a good I might not be good enough at studying to be recognized by the teachers, but I wanted to make friends from the activities. I promised myself that I would stop being invisible, that that I would have someone who remembered me. While walking to the football field, I saw the university's cheerleaders practicing. All of them looked very attractive. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I stopped to watch for a while. It was nice to look at whatever good looking people did. See, a lot of others in the area were also interested in them. If I wanted to be like that, I needed to be born again. Suddenly, I heard scream that startled me. I almost stumbled, and also the sound of an earthquake. Oh no! I almost lost my balance. Was it possible for an earthquake to happen in Thailand? No, it was actually a flock of people. The screaming sound was so loud, I thought I almost went deaf. My eyes almost popped out when I saw so many people rushing past me like migrating wild animals. A group of students were following someone. Just a moment ago, there were only a few people at the football field. But within the blink of an eye, the area was filled with people. What was happening? As a, as a small guy, I could only try to tiptoe for better luck. But it was too crowded for me to see anything. Not even the shadow. Ah! BYU! I can take a photo with you. Can I touch your hand? Then I heard the name and realized he was BYO, the Unistar. I finally understood the situation. Unistar was something way too popular among university students and Thai society. BYU was the ex-U Moon from last year and he was selected to be the latest member of Unistar. So, he was overwhelmingly famous. Like the fireworks loud but beautiful. Although I was not a Unistar fan, I always heard about them. Unistar was the most outstanding group of university superstars. They were promoted like an idol group under an agency called MW Entertainment, which belonged to the Meta Group, the largest investment company in Thailand. The name Unistar is derived from the words university and superstar. The combined package of University Moon plus Idol. It's no wonder that they were super popular. Wherever Unistar went, there was chaos. The shopping malls would almost collapse. The airports would become extremely crowded. I heard that each of the Unistar members could not attend school like a normal student as they needed to bring a number of bodyguards around. Because of this agency had to request the university for a privacy protection policy, specifically for Unistar members. Part of the policy prohibited fans from disturbing them while they were studying, otherwise, their studies might be affected. If Unistar was like the sun, catching everyone's eyes, I will be like the wind, never seen. I sigh helplessly and move away because BYU's fans were running crazily and almost crushed an invisible guy like me. I stood by the lake at one side of the football field, looking at the fish in the water. No one here. Finally, I could breathe comfortably. Ah! BYU! I want to see him! But even though I was standing far away, I could still hear the girls' voices screaming behind me. But I want to see P in more. I already saw PYU a lot. Agree. I even took the entrance exam here because I wanted to see PN. Yeah, but how almost no one has ever seen PN at the university? It's very strange. PN is so eye-catching, but why can't we see him? That's why he earned the title Invisible Moon. I kept listening while watching various types of fishes in the pool. They were biting a piece of bread someone fed them, not far from where I stood. Well, I heard you went to the Unistar fan meet, right? Oh, you are so lucky. I could not even get a ticket. They're all sold out within a minute. I also heard the Unistar fan meet tickets were as hard to come by as a diamond. Each ticket officially cost around 1,000 of baht, but it could be resold up to tens of thousands of baht. Yeah, you know, PN in real life is extremely handsome. Too handsome to be just a normal person. He is an angel. Oh, I envy you. Did you touch his hand and get his autograph? No, I did not. PN is line. No, I did not. PN's line was full. Too bad. I cut off and was directed to Pinate's line instead. I see. I know everyone wants to see PN so badly, as he is rarely seen. Some people are not even his main fans, but they still went to his line to get his autograph. Hey, but Pinates is also very handsome. Oh my gosh, I love his first face. No, my blood type pure is XU. Only Tem XU. No hashtag TemQU. Pinati was also a member of Unistar. He was studying in the Faculty of Engineering at QU University. XU University and QU University were each other's real competitors, especially during the traditional football event. I sometimes use Twitter and saw that Pinati and Piwayo often debate with each other on the social media. because both of them became the Unistar members in the same year when there was supposed to be only one. However, since their contest scores were tied that year, it turned out they had to announce two winners. Many people thought that Pinati and PYU fights were just a childish banters, and that they both loved each other in real life. Wow! I exclaimed slightly as I saw the fish scrambling up to the surface to eat the bread because the person feeding them had thrown in the large piece of bread. Could you cut them into smaller pieces? I said. I felt pity for the fish. I was afraid that the fish would suffocate to death. So I asked the person feeding them, forgetting the fact that I was invisible and he would never hear me. Surprised, he paused and turned to me. I was shocked that he saw me, and even more shocked when I saw his face. He was a good-looking college student. His face, figure, eyebrows, nose, mouth, and eyes were all perfect. Although I was also a male, I still felt that he was extraordinarily handsome. His aura was unmistakable. Was he human? I thought he was really an angel. He looked at me calmly, his eyes shone his little wonder. I could still hear the fans talking behind me. I'm so sad. It seems like I need to go to a fan meeting or an event to see PN. Yeah, many people said meeting PN in real life is equivalent to winning the first prize lottery. PN? I frowned as I looked at the man feeding the fish. Oh, I exclaimed. I wanted to confirm my assumption. I took out my mobile phone, opening the image, searched on Google, and typed in Unistar. When the images loaded, I compared those images to the one who was still feeding the fish. I was stunned. The man was indeed being the Unistar member. I meet a celebrity. I could not believe it. PN still looked at me like he was thinking. Yeah, PN is the only member who does not have any bodyguard. But why does my husband, PN, need to hide from the wife like me? True, if I find him, I will capture him as my husband. PN is my husband, not yours. I glanced at all the wives who were imagining that PN, who was standing right here, was their husband. I was amazed to see that PN stood just 2 meters away. He also heard everything but seemed to be unconcerned, as if he did not hear anything. However, I wondered why no one called see PN. He was just standing right here. I was the only one who could see him. Can see? PN said softly. Huh? Yes? I responded in confusion. Nevertheless, when PN realized that I was not crazy fan, he continued to feed the fish and did not bother to look at me again. Such an incredible coincidence. I was standing right beside the university celebrity, also a super famous Thai celebrity, near the lake. Under a shady tree, as fans were screaming for another celebrity in the background. No one seemed to notice that there was another moon here, hidden and unseen, except for me. I could see the celebrity moon who tried to be invisible, and that invisible moon could see me who, oh my god, no more, who was usually invisible.